Hey, it's Claire, your intuitive reader. Am I reading your story? Let's find out. I'm going to do the weekly forecast of June 30th through, I think it's the 6th. Let's see what's coming up for you. The Seven of Wands. I was hoping this card would show up because I wanted to talk about it. I like this card. And the King of Cups. I love this. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot of energy. So the 7, that's July. So July's coming in. And July is going to have a lot of force, a lot of energy, a lot of fire. We're going to, we're still in Cancer season. So there's a lot of emotions coming up, and that's moving us into the Leo season later this month. And so in this card, the Seven of Wands is about your spiritual defense. Like, are you grounded? Can you really stay grounded when things come up? It's one thing if we stay grounded when things are all great and stuff like that. But when stuff comes at us, when there's a lot of intensity directed at us, are we staying grounded? Have we done our spiritual work? In this one, she's sitting in lotus, and she has a protective bubble around her. So if you don't know how to do that, it's very simple. Just get grounded, and imagine a big bubble around you, a big bubble of light. What color do you want that bubble to be? I always do white because I like that light that really, there's nothing that can be there. So I always pick white light. It was also taught to me by my grandmother. I found out my aunt, her daughter, has pink light that she surrounds for love. So it really is dependent on you. But are you grounded? Are you centered? Do you know where you're manifesting from? It's easy to be grounded in good times. But what happens when things get fiery? What happens when people get aggressive with you, or like in your face, or pick on little things that bother you? They kind of stir up your emotions. Are you grounded? Or can you kind of see yourself above it? Or are you coming at this really fiery? Are you, see, she's turning the other cheek. I like that. And he's focused on the harmony of his emotions. We are still in Cancer season. So this card, the King of Cups, is coming up of staying really grounded in where we are, not projecting out, but actually dealing with things as they come and staying grounded in every moment. And I think when you do that, it's like you're going to see that, things are going to start turning in your direction because you're not reacting to all this that's coming at you. I mean, they're both looking away if you look at that. Like, just because somebody gets aggressive with you doesn't mean you have to confront them as well. You can actually pull back and you can remove your energy from the situation and emotions. Okay. Oh, the Sun. This is incredible. Like, exactly. Because when you realize that, there's going to be celebration, there's going to be happiness, but as long as you stay very grounded, keep your fire to yourself. You can go get mad later on, but make sure that you're protected and not putting any energy into anything that does not serve you. See, look, she's putting the energy into the Sun. The Sun brings celebration. The Sun brings light. It illuminates. None of these people are looking directly at any of the stuff that's coming at them because they are somewhere else. They've transcended reactions to things that don't serve them. We can either be these look to me kind of like matchsticks. We can either be the flame that sets the fire, or we can keep calm and carry on. But I'm really liking the Sun card. It's really nice. Yes, it's like, see, he has a fish in this card, and then she has this other little thing that kind of looks like a fish. So it's like no matter where you are, you're going to be comfortable as long as you're grounded. You know, practice, you know, staying in alignment no matter what's going on. Yeah, because a lot of fire is coming at you. A lot of like, you're the focus of the attention here. You know, because you are shining so bright. You're like the sun. You are, you know, a moth to the flame. All these people are going to come and focus on you because you're shining so bright. So if you surround yourself with light, especially when you're sleeping, making sure that you're completely protected. I do this thing where I imagine I'm under a tree, and you know, there's moss all over the ground. Hey Roxy, what's up, baby? Hey Rox. Hi sweetie. Sorry, she was licking her paws a little too much. She starts getting a little obsessed about it sometimes. Maybe she doesn't know what I'm talking about. So like, I'm getting a lot of fire, so maybe that was causing a little anxiety in her. I'm picking up on that. So like very interesting. See how these don't have flames on the end, but they're directed, and then there's this force field, this bubble, however you want to think about it, and they're trying to light their fire with you, with getting reactions. And see, they're pointing them at the sun. They're trying to get that spark going. But as long as you don't give them that, as long as you just shining brightly for yourself and protecting yourself both physically and spiritually. So like I was saying, at night before you go to sleep, if you imagine that you're underneath a tree and you're laying there and you're like taking the moss and putting it over you to shelter you and keep you warm and safe and stuff like that, it's going to make sure that your light is hidden while you're sleeping so that you can safely not be the focus. Because at night, you guys are shining this bright. And of course, they want to come towards you because they are like moths to the flame. So during the day, the bubble of light. At night, the canopy of protection. You could also do a bubble of light to keep your internal, like your light can shine out like in your bubble, but no one else can see it. You can even make, you know, like tinted windows. You're shining so bright inside, but outside of the bubble, no one can even tell. You know, share your light with only who you want to do that with. Some people will try to take it and manipulate it. Temperance, exactly. Oh my gosh, we have the moon and the sun, because, you know, at the end of this week, on the 10th is going to be the black moon. This is very interesting. So you guys got the sun and then the black moon. So you're going to be shining really bright, and then this black moon is going to come in on the 10th, and it's going to you know, be the catalyst of a lot of change. So in this period of time leading up to the full moon, there's going to be needing a lot of temperance. That means you're going to have to keep yourself under control, you know, in check. And with the monthly forecast, I talked about getting everything in order so that when the flame hits, when the flame sparks the fuse that you've set up to clear anything that doesn't work in your life, to choose the utopia versus the dystopian way of living, it's going to go in your favor. And again, here's the wheel. And this is very interesting. This has sacred geometry, but also it's a bubble of protection. This is very important right now. I get that the bubble of protection is extremely important right now. Circles, this force field, and not in a like, I don't want to be around anyone, but also just protecting yourself. Like there is going to be the sun and the moon in opposition of Pluto, opposite of Pluto. So there's going to be a lot going on. We just need to make sure that we're always sitting in temperance while we're going through this, you know, this very tempered energy. And you're going to face this stuff and you're going to do great. You're a natural. So I love this for you guys. Let me see if anything else is coming through. Like, let's check with the places cards. See if anything major is going on. Okay, let's see. Whoa, too many. That's like 6 cards. That's way too many. You know, I'm trying to pick up on a whole bunch of people, so this can be a little confusing trying to get something specific. So it does not want to give me a card. So let's try these. Oh, that popped up. Manifestation, like I'm talking about. Keep yourself protected. Keep your energy protected, because it's like gold. It's like you can manifest anything out of anywhere. Like when you touch things, they are magic. You know, we had that sun card that was just like blazing. She was like, you know, it was coming from her solar plexus, from the sun, you know, creating the sun. So you're manifesting, whether it's by night or in your liminal space or your sleep state or during the day, but keep yourself protected. Remember, you're shining bright, and so a lot of people are attracted to your energy, to your light, and that's not a bad thing. I mean, but they might want to take it because it's so attractive. Imagination. Yeah, exactly. Manifestation. The sky's the limit. You can create anything you want, but it's going to be dependent on which direction, what your intention is when you create it. So any ideas you're having, really put them through with intention. You can create them. You just have to have really clear intentions. You have to know which direction you're facing. You know, because you put this out, you make a wish on the star, and it might show up. So be careful what you wish for. I don't think this is a bad thing, because it can also change, you know, like the air. You can change direction if it's not going the way you want. There might be a union coming in, or a spark in a union that you already have. But this is going to be like, this person shines bright too. They want to take part. They want to be in union with your light, not take it. So that's how you'll know this person is in alignment with you. They want to give as much as they want to receive. They're about manifestation too. They're moving in the same direction as you. So I really am excited about this week, and I'm hoping that you enjoy it, and just, you know, do the work, you know, make sure that, oh my gosh, that's so funny. We got death and rebirth. Yeah, there's a lot of, these are like you know, that's what the death card is. Death and rebirth, all in one. So it's a changing of the seasons, a changing of the cycle, you know, letting things go and having things grow. Letting things die, and then having who you are without that reborn. And you know, who knows, maybe there might be some someone that actually passes on. I'm so sorry if that happens, or someone in our political system might die, but this is going to be a rebirth of our world. You know, it's going to be fresh, crisp, refreshing, like new sparks of life. You know, sometimes things have to go and die so that other things can be reborn. So, you know, that's the cycle of life, and that's what I kind of see this week. It's interesting, you know. Make sure, again, here we have another circle, and this is a magic circle protection. This is very important. We want things to go our way. We've got to make sure we do the work to protect what is ours and what is our own energy and space. So I really enjoyed this reading. I thought it was great, and I love you guys. Let's do a little energy clearing. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if you liked this reading, if you liked this forecast, please come back, click like, subscribe, comment, share, turn on a little notification, and most importantly, just come back, enjoy the story. Even if it didn't completely resonate with you, you might find some nugget in there of information that does work for you, and it helps the algorithm, which I really appreciate. So I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye.